Well, good evening. Okay, we have a bad fan clutch, and we know that because you can see, look at the back. See here? Yeah. So this spins way too freely, and it was doing this when the engine was hot too. Engine got up to, when I got home, it was about 199 degrees on the coolant sensor. It also looks like there is fluid and dirtiness around the center of the hub, so we're going to swap it out. This is a cheap one, picked up at the local auto parts store, but we have a trip coming up in a couple of days, so I'm going to swap that out and have a better fan clutch, and then deal with the thing, because hopefully this motor is going to come out and go in for a diesel, so I'm going to do a good fix. Not the best fix, but a good fix. So to do that, we'll have to pull out the fan shroud and then take off the nuts down there on the fan clutch itself and remove it. So we'll do that, and we'll do that at time lapse, so we can show all those things happening. Can you see down there? There we go. And hopefully I can speed this up in post. Alright, so we're gonna see, trying to get the fan shroud loose so we can move it enough so that we can pull the fan and pull it out. Trying to avoid pulling off this upper radiator hose, but over here the fan shroud is hitting into the battery box, so remove that next. Okay. Alright, so battery tray is out, so that allows us to flex out, which I think is going to be enough room to get the clutch, fan, and assembly out. So we're going to try that. So we're going to remove the 4 nuts. They're down there. It's kind of dark down there, I'm sure. There's 4 nuts holding the clutch fan out. I'll try and get those out. And to do that, I use a ratchet and then also a large screwdriver. Clutch fan is out. There it is. It was a little stuck to the hub, so I had to use a chisel, kind of hammer to unstick it from the pulley. But it is out now, and yeah, that moves pretty freely, a little bit too freely it feels like, hopefully. So I'm gonna swap this out, drop it back in. Also at the same time, I put in this piece of cardboard in here just so that I wouldn't damage the fins on the radiator. So yeah, swap that out for that one, swap it back in, put everything back together. Hopefully we're golden. All right, had dinner, Cuban kitchen. If you ever been around my place at lunch, sometimes you go there for sandwiches. It's really good. Clutch fan is back together, ready to go back in. Gonna slam it back in. It is 8:48, so let's get this done so that we can take the kids to school in the morning. I'm gonna set you here, and we'll time lapse it. Maybe. Well. Alright, those are torqued down, so definitely I think something that should be done is paint pen. Now, I may not paint pen my oil filters, but I do paint pen bolts. It's probably not a good place to put that last paint pen. Hopefully we can reach. Trying to hold the camera and paint pen at the same time. It's not easy. Paint pen this one, because if this lets go, I will not be happy. And there's one more at the bottom. Put this camera down so I can get this in the right position. Looks like that's gonna fall. Uh-oh, garage door is about to close. There we go. Now I can see this one to paint pen it. Big blob on there. Have to open the garage back up. So that's paint pen. We'll let that dry. Start up in the morning. Don't see how it could be any worse than it is now. Record. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to put this thing back together. Fan shroud is in the right place. Gonna need our bolt back. Okay, well, I think that's it. Get it all back together. New clutch fan is in. It is not loosey-goosey anymore. Hopefully we're going to hear that roar in the morning that the clutch fan is working and the fluid's in the right place. Cap's back on. Little hose is back on. Well, cap never moved. Coolant reservoir is over. Make sure we get all the tools out of here. Yep, that battery needs to be looked at. And we're golden. So yeah, that's replacing a clutch fan. Enjoy.